store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas's offense will start this game off with the football. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets it out quickly. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration. And
touchdown, Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did. Brings into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He now has 79 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, there's an alley to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Stanford. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here's the heat. Fires on the run. Makes the catch on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes a grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps them on pace for success.
He's got 93 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, look out on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On target. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool.
Touchdown, Stanford! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They go to the ground, finding open areas. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about
fires the pass, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. That was not a great throw. I'd even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football race. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Quick completion on the out route. Oh, what a caught! Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinal! Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Quickly complete. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, create.
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go up top on second and short. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throw.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
On the run, it's Riggs. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The quick out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. they've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. He's got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cardinal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Longhorns will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had...
Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Texas, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
He's loose. Touchdown, Cardinal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Here comes the Texas offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rush is on him. All kinds of time before he fires right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Give to the running back. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing.
Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Stanford quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing. Cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in